Hi, welcome back. Certainly glad you could join us today. I thought today we'd just do a little painting. It's a lot of fun, and I think you'll enjoy it. So let's start out and have them run all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with us. While they're doing that, let me show you what I got today. Today I have my regular old pre-stretched double prime canvas up here, and I'm using an 18 by 24, but you use whatever size is convenient. And I've taken a piece of contact paper or sticky back paper, and I've just cut an oval in it. Might not be able to see that too plain yet. We will by the end of the show. Just cut an oval in it, stuck it on the canvas, then I've covered this part with liquid white. So it's all wet and slick and ready to go. Let's start today with our little 2-inch brush. We'll go right into phthalo blue. I like phthalo blue. That's such a beautiful warm blue color. Get a little bit on the bristles and let's go right up in here. And today, let's just do a happy little sky. Just one that I think you'll like. Just doing little crisscrosses, something about like that. And we'll come right on down. Ooh, maybe right there. Tell you what, while I got that blue going, I think we'll have some water in this one. We'll just go across and put in some water. If you've painted with me before, you know I'm an absolute fanatic for water. I love it. I think it's so gorgeous in paintings. There we are. And anything we don't want to be water, we'll just paint right over it. Doesn't matter. Now then, I'm going to go back into that phthalo blue, same identical color, but this time I'm going to tap. I'm tapping the bristles into a very, very small amount of color. See, there's not much paint there. I'm just tapping. Now we'll go back up here. I want to make an indication of a big old fluffy cloud that just floats around up here in the sky and has fun all day. So I'll just tap it in. As I say, we're using the identical same color, only darker. There. Just going to tap in some basic shapes. Something about like that. And tell you what, let me get the little blender brush. This is a new brush we introduced in this series. But it'll get up here and you can blend all these colors without tearing them up. So you can go right over the top of that. Just blend it. Our regular brushes are a little bit too firm to blend like this. So this is a super way of doing that. All right. Fluff it up a little. You can just keep going over and over. Each time you blend it, though, it gets a little softer until it finally it'll just go away and leave you. All right. Now then, maybe, we'll take a little bit of black, a little bit of blue, and some white. I want a color that's very close to the sky color. About like that. A little roll of paint. Let's go up in here. And maybe way back in the background. See, it just barely shows. That's what I'm looking for. Back here somewhere. Maybe there's a big old mountain that lives way back in there somewhere. It's far away. Far away. Just looking for a little quiet one up here. And we'll take 2-inch brush and grab that. I want to blend it to soften it even more till it just about disappears right up here in the sky. We can just blend right over the entire mountain. This little rascal, when we get done, it'll just barely show back here. Might not show at all, but that's all right. Okay, now let's make a big mountain today. For that, let's take some black. I'm gonna get alizarin crimson. A little more crimson. There we are, black and alizarin crimson. Maybe a little bit of Prussian blue, not too much. I want this to have sort of a lavendery flavor to it. Pull it out and get our little roll of paint again. There we go, let's go up in here. Come right up in here, let's make a big mountain. There it comes. Comes right there. Let's have it come down. Just let your imagination go. I think let's do a big old crazy looking mountain today that give you a lot of practice using the knife. And it's a lot of fun. Mountains are one of the best things going to give you practice with a knife. And if you make friends with this knife, there's just no limit to what you can paint with it. I think I mentioned in some of the earlier series, we've done entire paintings using nothing but the knife. Maybe we'll just have it come right out like that. Whatever. Pull it down. So you can just change the shape however you want it, because this is your world right here. Scrape off all the excess paint. Really get in there and scrape it off. take a big brush, pull that paint down. Once again, that removes excess paint and is continually blending with the liquid white that's on the canvas, so your mountain automatically will get lighter and lighter down here toward the base. Right now it doesn't look like too much, but hopefully in a few minutes it'll get a little better looking. All right, let's mix up some color to go on our mountain. For that, today I think I'll use white, maybe a little black in it. Gray it down some, maybe a little more. There. Just white with a little bit of black in it, something like that. Cut off our little roll of paint. Let's go back up here. Maybe today, let's have a mountain that maybe is highlighted over here on this side. Just let that flow right on down. Comes right up here. There. Big old mountain that lives way back here. Maybe. Yeah, let's have it come right down. I know, let's have it come right on out here. I don't care. When you're doing your painting, you decide where your mountain lives, what it looks like, how the angles are, where the highlights and the shadows are. It's totally and completely up to you. I'll mix up a little more. You take some white, a little bit of the Prussian blue. I'll put some black in there to dull it down. Don't want to overmix. I'm even going to put a little brown into it, a little dark sienna, a little Van Dyke. So see how marbled the color is though? I want to keep that because that's right there in that roll of paint. Then with that, we can come up here and we can begin adding in a few little shadows. Just a few little shadows. They live right in here. There. Just little sneaky things. Pick up a little bit of the dark sienna. Just let it bounce right along in here like you can see some of the mountain color. There we go. Just sort of let these little things play and bounce across here very gently. I'm going back to the solid dark color that I used to make the mountain. And we'll put a little bit of that here and there. See, that makes deep, dark areas in there. Just sort of separates everything. Just a few of them here and there. There. I'm going over in here, put a few little things to make that look very deep and dark. Little area in between there. Maybe, shoot, I tell you what, maybe there's a little peak in here. I don't know. Come right along with a little bit of the highlight color. Drop that in. Then we can begin playing. But I just want another little projection that lives right out there. That easy. Just to make it stand out and look rough and ragged. All right, anywhere you want to put little dark areas. And at home, take your time and just really get in here and play and put all these little things in. You'll be amazed at the kind of things that you can create in your world. Just let them happen. Let them happen. There, just little things that live in there. Let some of these dark colors just play through. Well, a mountain climber would have a rough time on that one even. Okay. Now then, I want to create a misty effect down at the base of that. There, let's get a clean brush. That one's not quite clean enough. And just begin tapping. There. Then gently, gently, gently lift upward. Now then I'll go right into, let's get a little touch of the sap green, a little bit of that mountain color. I'm just going to mix them together on the brush here. Just looking for some various colors. Back to, oh, that's right there. Let's go up in here. And we'll put some little things right in here that eventually, hopefully, will look like little trees that go right up the side of the mountain. Because we're going to lift them upward. Just give them a little upward lift. There, see them? All kinds of little things that live in there. Just pop them up. That easy. Just load a little more paint there. Pop these up. But see all the different planes that you can make in there? Look at there. You'd have to track all the way up here to get clean up that mountain. Whew, we keep going here, we're going to have Mount McKinley. I used to live not far from Mount McKinley. It's one of the most gorgeous places in the world. Let's wash the old brush. Shake it off. Just beat the devil out of it. All right. Today maybe I'll use a little round brush. And let's go in. We use a little bit of that mountain color. We'll put a little bit of sap green with it. Be right back. I'm gonna grab a little white over here. Ooh, that's a nice color. A little more green into it though. All right. Okay, let's go up in here. Maybe there in our world is a little footy hill that lives right here. Like so. I don't know where it goes. Don't know that we even care at this point. It goes wherever you want it to go. Then grab this and lift it up. See there? Just another layer. Now I want to create mist at the bottom of this. I'll take a 2-inch brush, just a clean 2-inch brush, tap it. That'll soften the bottom of it. Make it very, very soft. Okay. And maybe let's have something a little darker in there now. Let's have, maybe some little bushes that live right in here. I want to put a dark area against the lights. Still using a little small round brush. Just to put the indication of some little things that live way, way back in the distance. Far away. Far away. There. Then I'm going to go back and once again mist this. Just misting the base of it though. And this little misty area, as you can see above there, that becomes your separator. That separates the different planes in your painting or the different layers. I'm going to add a little bit of cadmium yellow to the same color that I did the back one with, and maybe put another layer in. A little yellow ochre too. When it's there, that's much better. It stands out better now. See, just lift it up. But very gently, very gently. And that'll give us all kinds of little things that live way back in there. Lightly, lightly. Just barely, barely touching. Let's see here. Let's take a little bit of green, a little bit of that black into it. Let's just put something here. See, we'll just lay a little color on. Then you can just take a fan brush and lift it up. Look like little trees that live way back here. Just lay a little thick color on. See, pop it up. That easy. Get a little touch of the liquid white, pull it out flat. A little bit of that same color, that greenish color that we were using before, put it in the liquid white. Then I get a little bit on the edge of the knife, and we can go right up in here and make it look like little grassy banks right along in there. Something like that. Okay. Back to our old brush, it has all those colors on it we use. Let me add a little more. And while we have this here, let's pull that down. Just make a happy little reflection. It lives right out here. See, I probably should have done this before I put the water line in. Would have made it easier. So, but we can just go right back and put it in again. It's easy to do. Because as you know, we don't make any mistakes. There we are. Okay, good. Now then, maybe, let's see what we got going here. I got to clean off a spot to work. Even with a palette this big, run out of room sometime. Let's take some black, Prussian blue, alizarin crimson, put a little sap green in it. Okay, maybe a little more green. Let me wipe off the old knife. We'll go in here with I'm using a number 3 fan brush today. Okay, let's go up in here. Maybe in our world there lives a few little evergreen trees right in here. Something about like that. Give him a little friend that lives there with him. You know me, I think everybody should have a little friend. There we go. Shoot, why do I have another one? There. Little rascals live everywhere. Okay. Find my brush there. Got too many brushes going. Maybe right in front of here, we'll put another little layer. That'll help push those trees back a little bit further. Each layer causes more and more depth in your painting, and it just gets deeper and deeper. Okay, now then, time for some big decisions. I'm gonna find a bigger fan brush because it's a little bit faster. I'll go back into that same tree color. I'm gonna make another tree. That was so much fun. Load it full of color, a lot of paint. Let's go up in here. Maybe, you're right, there it is. There he lives. Little tree lives right there. Hey, that's getting to be a pretty big tree. That's all right. It's our world. We can make a tree any size we want it. Any size we want it. In fact, let's make one even bigger. There. Use just the corner of the brush, and as you work down, push harder and harder, forcing the bristles to bend. We'll separate them with highlights. Right now, we're just looking for basic shapes. That's all. Just take that same color, little round brush here. Maybe there's a little peninsula that sticks right out like that. And if we had all that, we need a reflection, so we might as well just drop it in while we got the old brush going. There we are. Take a 2-inch brush, grab that, pull it down. Instant reflections. That easy. Let's see here. There's one that's not too dirty. Take a little bit of yellow, a little bit of sap green, yellow ochre, Indian yellow, and occasionally I'll probably hit a little bit of the bright red. Okay, tap a little color on the brush, and maybe up in here we'll just have a few little highlights right in there. Let me load a little more color on here so it shows up a little stronger. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Maybe just make a decision. See there? There's a little bush. It has little yellow flowers on it. And that's just one of those happy accidents. It works sometime. There. See? We have all kinds of little things out here. Take a little bit of Van Dyke brown. Let's just come in here and put in the indication of a little land. A little touch of brown and white. Come right back. Put in a little bit of highlight on there. We'll take some liquid white, and with that, just cut in indication of a little water line, something like so. Maybe we'll get the small knife. I'll do. Maybe come right up in here. Maybe there's some little stones. See here? That live right out here in the water. Just some happy little stones. Some of that little highlight color, just go across like that. There we are, a little touch of the liquid white. Put some water lines around those little stones. Look at there they come. There they are. We'll get the old 2-inch brush here. Maybe, yep. Let's have some nice big bushy things that live right up in here. There, careful, I don't want to cover up my little stones. I like him. Looks like a little way to go across there. All kinds of little things, just like that. Maybe that comes all the way up there. I don't know. It's up to you. You make the big decisions. There. Back to my brush, it has the greens on it. Let's come right in here. Put the indication of all kinds of little highlights on there. Vary your colors. Little yellow ochre I added right there. Ooh, nice one, nice one. Don't kill all those dark areas though. Sometimes it gets good and you get carried away and you kill all those little dark areas. That's what makes your painting deep. Save those, treasure them. They're your best friends when you're painting. Your absolute best friends. Take care of them. Take care of them, because you always have to take care of your friends. There we go. When Annette and I were traveling for many years, I don't travel and teach much anymore. I got too old. We have too many instructors that do it now, but Annette and I traveled for many years, and we met some of the most fantastic people in the whole world. I still keep in touch with a lot of them after all these years. Now, maybe we'll have some more water down here. So we just grab this, pull it down, and go across. Look at there, see? You just decide where you think water should be and drop it in. We'll come back in here, put us in a little water line. We could take a small knife, put a few rocks here and there. There's a rock. A little bit of highlight on our rock. Shoot, maybe pull that over a little there. A little more of the liquid white. All right. Come right along like that. This painting has, it's got a lot of planes in it. It just goes back forever. But that's good. I like that in paintings. Let's put a little tree trunk in here. A little brown, a little white. Okay, find our fan brush, put some green on it, and we'll come back in here. Put a few highlights in our little evergreen tree so it stands out. Don't want a whole bunch of highlights because evergreens are normally pretty dark anyway. Want to keep them dark, especially down toward the base. Want them to get darker and darker, darker down toward the base. Now then, let's take bright red, dark sienna, Van Dyke brown, making sort of a reddish brown color here. Okay, maybe in our world, let's go up here. This is your bravery test. In our world, there lives, boy, there does now, a big old tree hangs right off the side of this canvas. I'm just putting in some base color so that our lighter color will show. Maybe he's right there. I know. Let's get crazy. Maybe there's another tree over here. There. I know that's scary. After you work so hard to put these things in, then you get up here and some fuzzy-haired crazy guy tells you to to drop a big old tree in. I know that's scary. And in your world, if you don't want to put this tree in, you don't put it in. You don't put it in. But if you want to, it's a lot of fun. Let's see here. I'm gonna take a little bit of brown, a little brown, little brown, little brown, right there on the fan brush. Put a little white on one side and go. Gotta have some kind of tree trunk to hold all that up. Like that. On the other side here, maybe this is an old wiggly tree. There we go. Take our liner brush, a little bit of that same brown color, and we can put an arm or two out here, wherever you think these old tree limbs should be. Up to you. Totally and completely up to you. Here we go. There's some over here. Maybe here's one that's no leaves are on it. Sort of a naked one. There. All right, we can come back. We'll go right into yellow ochre, bright red mixed together. Whew. Nice color. And let's put, yeah, isn't that great? Let's put some leaves up here on these trees, just using the corner of the old brush. Just like so. Just like so. If you have trouble making this stick, add a little bit of paint thinner. There we are. If you go on the other side, look at that. Isn't that fantastic? I've painted thousands and thousands of paintings, and it still gets me excited to see this work. I think it's a moment of truth. Let's bring the camera up here and let's take the contact paper off and see what we got. Look at there. Isn't that something? I think we can sign this one. Take a little paint thinner, a little bit of bright red, and we'll sign it. I really hope you've enjoyed it. This is quite a nice little painting. Give you a lot of practice with all the equipment. I think you'll, as I say, think you'll enjoy it. From all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting, and God bless, my friend.